Knyazhich and knez is a historical Slavic title, used both as a royal and noble title, usually translated into English either as prince or less commonly as duke, and in Latin sources as comes a princeps, but the word was originally derived from the Proto-Germanic kuningaz. The female form transliterated from Bulgarian and Russian is knyazhna, kniahynia in Ukrainian, kniginya in Slovene, Croatian and Serbian. In Russian, the daughter of a knyaz is knyazhna, in Ukrainian is knyazivna. In Russian, the son of a knyaz is knyazhich. The title is pronounced and written similarly in different European languages. In Croatian, Bosnian and West Slavic languages, such as Polish, the word has later come to denote lord, and in Czech, Polish and Slovak also came to mean priest, as well as duke. In Serbian it means simply Mr. Today the term knez is still used as the most common translation of prince in Bosnian, Croatian and Serbian literature. Knez is also found as a surname in former Yugoslavia. Etymology. The etymology is ultimately a cognate of the English king, the German König, and the Swedish konung. The Proto-Slavic form was kunzi, Old Church Slavonic, kunzi, Bulgarian, Old East Slavic, knyazi, Polish, knyaz, Serbian, Bosnian, Croatian, Serbian and Slovene, knez, Czech, kniaz, etc. As it could be a very early borrowing from the already extinct Proto-Germanic kuningaz, a form also borrowed by Finnish and Estonian. In Finnish, knyaz is translated more like the word rutinas. Rutinas comes from Proto-Germanic word rutinas, what can be translated as warlord. In Finland, Tsar was officially called as suuri rutinas after the Grand Principality of Finland. Suuri rutinas in English means Grand Prince, in Russian Veliki knyaz. Middle Ages. The meaning of the term changed over the course of history. Initially the term was used to denote the chieftain of a tribe. Later, with the development of feudal statehood, it became the title of a ruler of a state, and among East Slavs, Ukrainian, traditionally translated as Duchy or Principality, for example, of Kiev and Rus. In medieval Latin sources the title was rendered as either Rex or Dux. In Bulgaria, Simeon took the title of Tsar in 913. In Kiev and Rus, as the degree of centralization grew, the ruler acquired the title Veliki knyaz. He ruled a Veliko knyazhstvo, while a ruler of its vassal constituent was called Udalny knyaz or simply knyaz. When Kiev and Rus became fragmented in the 13th century, the title knyaz continued to be used in East Slavic states, including Kiev, Chernihiv, Novgorod, Pereyaslav, Vladimir Suzdal, Muscovy, Tver, Halych-Volhynia, and in the Grand Duchy of Lithuania. Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. As noted above, the title knyaz or knyaz became a hereditary noble title in the Grand Duchy of Moscow and the Grand Duchy of Lithuania. Following the union of the Kingdom of Poland and the Grand Duchy of Lithuania, knyaz became a recognized title in the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. By the 1630s, apart from the title pan, which indicated membership of the large Shalokta noble class, knyaz was the only hereditary title that was officially recognized and officially used in the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. Notable holders of the title knyaz include Jeremy Wisniewicz, Russia, as the Tsardom of Russia gained dominion over much of former Kiev and Rus. Veliki knyaz Ivan IV of Russia in 1547 was crowned as Tsar. For the mid-18th century onwards, the title Veliki knyaz was revived to refer to sons and grandsons of Russian emperors. See titles for Tsar's family for details. Knyaz continued as a hereditary title of Russian nobility patrilineal. lineally descended from Rurikid-Gediminas. Members of Rurikid-Gediminid families were called princes when they ruled tiny quasi-sovereign medieval principalities. After the domains were absorbed by Muscovy, they settled at the Moscow court and were authorized to continue with the princely titles. For the 18th century onwards, the title was occasionally granted by the Tsar, for the first time by Peter the Great to his associate Alexander Menshikov, and then by Catherine the Great to her lover Grigory Potemkin. After 1801, with the incorporation of Georgia into the Russian Empire, various titles of numerous local nobles were controversially rendered in Russian as knyazes. Similarly, many petty Tatar nobles asserted the right to style themselves knyazes because they descended from Genghis Khan. See also Veliki Knyaz article for more details. Finally, within the Russian Empire of 1809 to 1917, Finland was officially called Grand Principality of Finland, Balkans. In the 19th century, the Serbian term knez and the Bulgarian term knyaz were revived to denote semi-independent rulers of those countries, such as Alexander Karađorđević and Alexander of Battenbern. Prior to Battenbern, the title knyaz was borne by Simeon I during the First Bulgarian Empire. At the height of his power, Simeon adopted the title of Tsar, as did the Bulgarian rulers after the country became officially independent in 1908. As of Bulgaria's independence in 1908, Knyaz Ferdinand became Tsar Ferdinand, and the words knyaz, knyaginya began to be used instead for the Tsar's children, the heir to the throne, for example, held the title Knyaz Tarnovsky. In parts of Serbia and western Bulgaria, knez was the informal title of the elder mayor of a village as Zadruga until around the 19th century. Those are officially called an or. Serbia knez is a common term used in Serbian historiography for Serbian rulers in the early Middle Ages, who were titled archon in Greek. Knez was a noble title used in the Middle Ages. Knez was a title borne by local Serbian chiefs under the Ottoman Empire. Oba Knez was a title borne by elected local native Serbian chiefs of the Kniahynia in the Ottoman Sanjak of Smederevo. The Oba Knez was senior chief and responsible for his district's people and was the spokesman in direct relations with the Pasha, though usually through the Sipahi, and was in charge of the transfer of taxes levied on the villages. Knez was the monarchical title used by Miloš Obrenović in Serbia, translated as prince. Serbia was de facto independent since 1817, becoming de jure independent with the 1869 constitution. The successors of Miloš used the title until 1882, when Serbia was elevated into a kingdom. Montenegro Knyaz was a title borne by local Montenegrin chiefs under the Ottoman Empire. Knyaz was the monarchical title used by the Petrović-Njegoš dynasty in Montenegro, translated as prince.